Today, cryptocurrencies have become a global phenomenon known by most people, but understood by few. In 2018, you'll have a hard time finding a major bank, accounting firm, software company, or government that hasn't researched cryptocurrencies or started a blockchain project. Beyond the noise and the press releases, many people often fail to understand the basic concepts. So let's walk through the whole story. What are cryptocurrencies? Satoshi invented Bitcoin in 2008 as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. To realize digital cash, you need a payment network with accounts, balances, and transactions. That's easy to understand. One major problem every payment network has to solve is to prevent double spending. That is, to prevent one entity from spending the same amount twice. Usually, this is done by a central server who keeps records of all the balances. In a decentralized network, you don't have this server, so you need every single entity of the network to do this job. Every peer in the network needs to have a full list with all the transactions to check if future transactions are valid, or an attempt to double spend. But how can these entities keep a consensus about these records? If the peers on the network disagree about one single minor balance, everything breaks. They need absolute consensus. Nobody knew how to achieve this until Satoshi proved it was possible. Cryptocurrencies are a key part of this solution. To illustrate this, we'll look at the transactions on the network. A transaction is a file that says, Bob gives X Bitcoin to Alice and is signed digitally by Bob. Once signed, the transaction is broadcasted to the network, sent from one peer to every other peer. This is standard P2P technology. Nothing special happening here. After a specific amount of time, the transaction gets confirmed. Only miners can confirm transactions. This is their job in a cryptocurrency network. They take transactions, stamp them as legitimate, and spread them in the network. After a transaction is confirmed by a miner, every node has to add it to its database. It has to become part of the blockchain. For this job, the miners are rewarded with cryptocurrency, for example, bitcoins. Anybody can be a miner. They just need to use some of their computer's power to qualify for the task. Every miner competes to solve a cryptographic puzzle. After finding a solution, a miner can confirm the transaction and add it to the blockchain. As an incentive to do this, they then receive a payment from the network in the form of a cryptocurrency. In this way, a network of independent actors are economically incentivized to maintain the legitimacy of the transaction history. So that's the gist of it. Cryptocurrencies are the key to the complex digital cash problem that Satoshi solved: how to maintain integrity and consensus across independent and potentially malicious actors. Cryptocurrencies are essentially the monetary incentive offered to anyone willing to keep the network secure.
When you vote, have you ever wondered whether your ballot is actually counted? If you meet someone online, how do you know they're who they say they are? When you buy coffee that's labeled fair trade, what makes you so certain of its origin? To be sure, really sure, about any of those questions, you'd need a system where records could be stored, facts could be verified by anyone, and security is guaranteed. That way, no one could cheat the system by editing records, because everyone using the system would be watching. Systems like this are on the horizon, and the software that powers them is called a blockchain. Blockchains store information across a network of personal computers, making them not just decentralized, but distributed. This means no central company or person owns the system, yet everyone can use it and help run it. This is important because it means it's difficult for any one person to take down the network or corrupt it. The people who run the system use their computer to hold bundles of records submitted by others, known as blocks, in a chronological chain. The blockchain uses a form of math called cryptography to ensure that records can't be counterfeited or changed by anyone else. You've probably heard of the blockchain's first killer app, a form of digital cash called Bitcoin that you can send to anyone, even a complete stranger. Bitcoin is different from credit cards, PayPal, or other ways to send money because there isn't a bank or financial middleman involved. Instead, people from all over the world help move the digital money by validating others' Bitcoin transactions with their personal computers, earning a small fee in the process. Bitcoin uses the blockchain by tracking records of ownership over this digital cash, so only one person can be the owner at a time and the cash can't be spent twice, like counterfeit money in the physical world can. But Bitcoin is just the beginning for blockchains. In the future, blockchains that manage and verify online data could enable us to launch companies that are entirely run by algorithms, making self-driving cars safer, help us protect our online identities, and even track the billions of devices on the Internet of Things. These innovations will change our lives forever, and it's all just beginning. To learn more about the urgent future of the blockchain, please visit iftf.org/blockchainfutureslab.
The basic function that applications and programs built on Ethereum use are called smart contracts. Smart contracts are digital agreements that execute automatically based on real-world inputs in data. It's best to think of them as an if-then statement. If condition A exists, then perform function B. Let's look at a simple example. The king has put the castle up for rent through the blockchain, and the rental payment has been made in cryptocurrency. The king must give the renter a digital entry key by a specified date. If the key doesn't come on time, the blockchain releases a refund. If it does, the smart contract validates and releases both the rental fee to the king and key to the renter. The smart contract works on the if-then premise, so the renter can expect a faultless delivery. If the king gives the renter the key, then he is sure to be paid. If the renter sends a certain amount of cryptocurrency, then the renter receives the key from the king. The code cannot be interfered with by either party without the other knowing, since all participants are simultaneously alerted and the code is open sourced, meaning it is publicly viewable. Smart contracts have applications far beyond improving the reliability and efficiency of rent collection. In fact, any processes that currently involves manual interactions between two parties can now be automated, and the value can be moved in real time over the blockchain rather than settling days later as with traditional banking. Ethereum and smart contracts are helping to build the smart economy, one in which slow manual processes prone to error and fees are replaced with automated processes that are completely transparent and trustworthy. The best part is that a middleman or any rent-seeking third party can be completely eliminated. Plus, apart from some gas fees to power the network, there is no charge to set up and deploy.
I'm Dustin Planow, the host of the Block Card Learn video series. Our Block Card Learn video series is designed to provide a quick and easy to understand overview on some of the most popular coins, tokens, and various digital assets available in today's crypto ecosystem. Thanks for watching, and please share these videos if you find them helpful. What is Tron? Tron was created in 2017 by a Singapore-based nonprofit organization called the Tron Foundation, and was designed to be a content-sharing blockchain platform that utilizes peer-to-peer networking. The primary focus of the Tron Foundation is to decentralize the web, specifically in regards to how users consume content. The Tron protocol is designed to remove the middleman between content creators and consumers by cutting unnecessary intermediaries. The Tron network is capable of 2,000 transactions per second. The Tron platform caters to users on social media, gambling sites, and most forms of online entertainment. They have a particular focus on online gaming. Tron's coin, Tron, is designed to be a universal coin that can be used across a multitude of gaming platforms as an alternative to a single proprietary coin per game. Their aim is to create a digital entertainment system where content can be freely shared in a cost-effective way. Users can also stake Tron to receive additional rewards. The Tron Foundation operates with three main goals in mind: for the development of Tron and TRX openness, fairness, and transparency in supporting the development team. The organization values compliance and regulation, which factors into their highly regarded status. Digital assets like this one are supported by BlockCard, and you can use them to fund your BlockCard account and make purchases at over 50 million merchants worldwide. You can also use BlockCard bank accounts to purchase popular assets like this one. Register for a free BlockCard account at getblockcard.com. I'm Dustin Planow, the host of the BlockCard Learn video series.